Okay, so are you ready to like jump into
I
this?
am, yeah, let's go.
All right, so today we're doing a deep dive into the world of the red slender loris.
Cool.
We've got some fascinating research, and I think this will be really cool to kind of uncover the secrets of this nocturnal primate.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see kind of what we find out.
And did you know that they're only found in Sri Lanka?
Yeah, pretty amazing creatures, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be quite an adventure, kind of exploring their unique adaptations, behaviors, and unfortunately the threats that they face.
Yeah, I'm ready to kind of get into it and see what's going on.
All right, so let's start with, I guess, like, where exactly in Sri Lanka do these creatures actually live?
Yeah, so picture this. You've got the lush tropical rainforests of Sri Lanka,
Okay.
and there's this area called the wet zone.
Wet zone, okay.
And that's where the red slender loris kind of thrives. So high rainfall, dense vegetation.
So, like, lots of trees and vines and,
Exactly. Tons of trees, tangled vines, and just like an abundance of life everywhere.
so they're living in the trees.
They are, yeah. Pretty much their whole life is spent up in those trees.
Wow, and I guess that leads into, like, what kind of physical adaptations do they have that let them live in the trees like that?
Yeah. So, I mean, first off, they're small.
Okay.
They're only about 20 to 25 centimeters long.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you don't count the tail, that's about the size of a large hamster.
Huh, a hamster.
Yeah. And they've got these incredibly flexible limbs and they have opposable thumbs too,
Oh, wow.
which makes them like expert climbers and they can do all sorts of crazy acrobatics up there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
And they have those, like, big round eyes, right?
they do. Yeah.
Do those help them with the whole living at night thing?
Oh, absolutely. Those eyes are specifically designed to see really well in low light.
Wow.
So, like, imagine, navigating this dense rainforest canopy,
But,
but it's basically pitch black.
yeah.
So their vision is super important, and they have a really good sense of smell, too,
Okay.
which helps them find food and avoid predators.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. So what do they eat?
So they're what's called insectivores.
Okay.
So think like juicy caterpillars,
Oh.
beetles, spiders, that kind of thing.
Okay, so bugs.
Yeah, bugs are the main course, but they also eat fruit, tree gum, sometimes even small vertebrates like lizards.
Oh, wow. Lizards.
Yeah, it's
So do they, like, I don't know, are they fast? How do they hunt?
well, that's the interesting part.
Okay.
They're actually incredibly slow.
Really?
Yeah, they're known for these slow and deliberate movements when they're hunting.
Oh, wow.
So they kind of creep along branches very stealthily so their prey doesn't even notice them.
So like the opposite of a cheetah?
Yeah, you could say that.
So that's how they hunt, but how do they avoid becoming prey?
Yeah, well, I mean, their camouflage is really good.
Okay.
Their reddish-brown fur blends right in with the branches.
Right.
But if a predator gets too close, they have another trick.
Oh, what's that?
They use scent marking.
Okay.
They have these special glands near their elbows that produce this really strong smell.
Wow. A smelly defense.
Yeah, and it's actually super effective.
Oh.
The smell tells other animals all sorts of things about the loris, like its sex, social status.
Huh. So like a smelly language.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty cool.
It's fascinating.
But unfortunately, it doesn't always work, right?
Right. Unfortunately, the red slender loris is classified as endangered,
Yeah.
and they face a lot of threats.
Like what?
Well, habitat loss is a big one. People are cutting down the forests for agriculture and development.
Oh.
And habitat fragmentation, when forests get split up,
Yeah.
that isolates populations of lorises and makes it harder for them to survive.
So sad.
And then there's the illegal pet trade.
Really?
Yeah, people think they're cute and want to keep them as pets,
Oh, no.
which is really harmful because they need to be in the wild.
Right.
It's just not a
Right.
good situation for them.
So are there people trying to help them?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, good.
There are groups like the Zoological Society of London.
I've heard of them.
Yeah, and local Sri Lankan NGOs too. And you're
Uh-huh.
doing all sorts of things like protecting habitat,
Yeah.
raising awareness in communities,
Okay.
and trying to stop the illegal wildlife trade.
So it's not hopeless.
No, not at all.
That's good. And I guess research is a part of that, right?
Oh, yeah. Research is huge.
Yeah.
It helps us understand the lorises better,
Okay.
like their behavior, what kind of habitat they need,
Okay.
and how all these threats are impacting them.
Right.
So that information is super important for coming up with effective ways to protect them.
So we need to learn about them so we can help them.
Exactly.
I see. So I guess the red slender loris is not just like some random cute animal. They're like a part of this whole big ecosystem.
Yeah, absolutely.
And their survival matters.
Exactly. They might seem small and insignificant to some people,
Yeah.
but they play a really important role in the rainforest.
It makes you wonder, how can an animal like that survive in a place like that?
Right.
Maybe we can learn something from them.
I think so, yeah.
Like maybe we can be more adaptable and resourceful, like them.
Yeah, and maybe we can learn to slow down a little bit too.
Yeah. Appreciate the little things.
Exactly. I think there's a lot we can learn from the lorises if we pay attention.
I agree, and I think that's a good place to end this deep dive.
That's good to me.
So for everyone listening, let us know what you think.
Yeah, we'd love to hear your thoughts on this.
And yeah, thanks for listening.
Thanks for joining us.